Welcome to Howard's Opinion, the premier podcast for all things sports. I'm your host, Howard, and we're excited to dive into the latest news and updates from around the league. Today, we're starting with a bombshell out of Dallas, where the Cowboys are closing in on a deal to hire Philadelphia Eagles passing game coordinator Christian Parker as their new defensive coordinator. According to sources, Parker interviewed with the team on Wednesday, and the two sides are finalizing the contract as we speak. This move comes after a disappointing season for the Cowboys, who missed the playoffs for the second consecutive year, despite having a healthy Dak Prescott at quarterback. The team's defense was a major letdown, giving up 500 points for the first time in franchise history and finishing near the bottom of the league in several key categories. Parker, just 34 years old, has been making waves in Philadelphia, where he's helped the Eagles become one of the top defensive teams in the NFL. With his expertise, the Cowboys are hoping to turn their defense around and make a deep playoff run next season. But can Parker really make a difference in Big D? We'll be keeping a close eye on this story as it develops. In other news, the Buffalo Bills are still dealing with the fallout from their controversial firing of head coach Sean McDermott. The team's president, Brandon Beane, recently revealed that quarterback Josh Allen may need foot surgery, which could impact the team's offseason plans. And speaking of offseason moves, we've got the latest on the 2026 NFL coaching carousel, including a potential reunion between the Kansas City Chiefs and former offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. We're diving into the world of sports, specifically the NFL, where the conference championships are just around the corner. The stage is set for what promises to be an exciting weekend of football, with the Patriots taking on the Broncos and the Rams facing off against the Seahawks. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Howard, why should I care about these games? Well, let me tell you folks. These matchups have significant implications for the Super Bowl, and the odds are already shifting in favor of certain teams. According to Caesar Sports, the Patriots are currently favored to win the AFC Championship, with odds of 4.5 against the Broncos. Meanwhile, the Seahawks are slight favorites to win the NFC Championship, with odds of 2.5 against the Rams. But here's the interesting part. Some big bets are riding on these games. A BetMGM customer has a potential seven-figure payout if the Seahawks can hold court at home on Sunday night, having put $50,000 on Seattle plus 2,800 to win the NFC back in August. And let's not forget about the Broncos, who have several sizable bets riding on their chances of winning the AFC. Now, I'm not here to give you betting advice, but it's clear that these games are going to be closely watched by fans and bettors alike. The question is, which teams will come out on top? Will the Patriots continue their dominance, or can the Broncos pull off an upset? And in the NFC, will the Seahawks' home field advantage be enough to take down the Rams? We'll have to wait until Sunday to find out. But one thing's for sure, these conference championships are going to be thrilling. So grab some popcorn, gather your friends and family, and get ready for what promises to be an unforgettable weekend of football. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. As we wrap up today's show, I want to bring you a story that's making waves in the world of women's soccer. USA star Trinity Rodman has announced that she's re-signing with the Washington Spirit, opting to stay in the National Women's Soccer League rather than making a highly anticipated move to Europe. This decision is a significant one, not just for Rodman's career, but for the NWSL as a whole. Rodman, who has been a key player for the U.S. women's national team, had been courted by top European clubs, including Chelsea and Arsenal. However, she's chosen to remain with the Spirit, the team that drafted her in 2021. This move is a testament to the growing strength of the NWSL, which has been working to retain its top talent and compete with European leagues. Rodman's decision is also a personal one, driven by her desire to stay close to home and continue playing in a league where she's already established herself as a star. As she prepares for the 2027 World Cup, Rodman will be looking to lead the Spirit to more success on the field, while also helping to grow the sport of women's soccer in the U.S. This story is an exciting one for fans of women's soccer, and it highlights the increasing competitiveness of the NWSL. As the league continues to attract and retain top talent, we can expect to see even more thrilling matches and storylines in the years to come. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, keep your head in the game.